Hello, welcome to a brand new tutorial. So here's another tutorial for the Google Apps Script API. So today we're going to be, instead of modifying an existing document, instead we're going to actually create a document. So what we're going to do, first of all, I already mentioned this in the previous one, you want to make sure that you have Google Apps Script enabled. I'll make sure you have that enabled. And now we can just create a new Google Apps Script. So I'll just do that right now. And any good programmer names their profile. So they're going to be creating a profile for any given person. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we need to give our function a meaningful name. So what we want to do is we want to create a profile. So before I do anything, I like to plan out what we want to do. So what we would like to do is the goal is to create a profile that can be modified to give information about a specific person. And now we're going to have our tasks. So one task is to create set data for all set data with variables for all user information. Then afterwards we're going to use attributes to give our document a font family. Then we're going to go ahead and we're going to create a document. Then we're going to append a title, and then after that we're going to create and append a table. So now with that sorted out, let's get started. So I'm just going to quickly create a variable with all the user given data. So let me just do that now. And note that the variable for my parents, I'm going to use an array, and I'll just put one parent in the other, and another parent So now that all that's done, we can actually do stuff with that. Well, first, we set our data with the variables for all user information. So now that task is done. So we can mark that. Now we use attributes to give our document a font family. So I'm just going to go ahead and create a variable called attributes, and I'm just going to declare it with as an object. And I'm just going to set attributes, and I'm just going to set our font. Make sure you do that. That's very important. And I'm just going to get our font family. So this is going to use document app, which is what we use to get everything, our attributes, and our font family. Then we can then set to something like Times New Roman or something like that. Now that all that is squared away, now we need to actually create a document. So all I need to do is I'm just going to set the variable documents with our document app create, and we're just going to give our document a meaningful title. So let's say this is the certified profile of the person named name. There we go. Just want to make it sound more epic than it actually is. And then we're just going to use var body is doc get body. And that's just creating a document. We basically have our body and a document. That easy. Giving our body and append paragraph, which basically appends a paragraph that we give it to in text. And let's say we want to append a paragraph that this is that. And actually, instead of doing this for the title of our document, I'm just going to say profile for. It can sound more professional than the actual profile, because you don't need a really long title. This is the heading. And also, since this is a heading, we have to set our heading. So we have to set heading to document app paragraph heading 1. And that's basically gonna set our heading to heading 1, which is located in our paragraph heading, which is basically the heading 1. It's basically the biggest heading of all the headings. That's what it is. And then we'll also set attributes, which basically sets our attributes or styling that we get over here. Actually, just to make it a bit easier to read, I can also do that. So that's a lot easier to read. Nothing to do with that. So we create a document when we appended our title. Now we need to create and append a table. So I'm just going to create a variable called table, and we're just going to set it equal to a multi-dimensional document that we will store our tables in. This multi-dimensional array is basically an array, but instead of it's 2D, it's basically a Google Sheet. It's literally a table. That's what it is, a table. So I'm going to go ahead, and this is what's going to show up to the user. So name, a note for our parents. Instead of just doing it parents, I'm just going to do parents 0 plus comma. That will show up there. Parents 1. So now that's gone. And that's basically it for our table. So now we create our table. I can just go to body, append table, table. And we're basically done. This is our command. So we set data with our information. We used our attributes to give our document a font family. We created a document. We appended a title. And we created and append a table. So our tasks are basically done. We create our function. I'm going to run this. Now, it's time to verify our document. So it's going to ask for permission. And it has not been verified by Google, obviously, because we just built it in less than like half an hour. So the code's clean. Everything's good. There's no viruses. It's safe by me. If there's an issue and something bad happens, then let me know or contact me, because nothing bad should happen with this. So you can go to create profile and you can verify it. And yeah, then I'll call my function. So now it will allow us to use create profile. So we can run that script and we can go to Google Docs. And we can see a profile for Anda there. If I look, 4:43 p.m. So it created our profile. And if you want to create a profile, you can actually create a profile for yourself if you want to, and just quickly change the information. And then you can just create that profile. There we go. Here's your profile from macOS. But you get the point. That's just, you can basically create your own profiles. You can create your documents. You can append your tables and append paragraphs. And you can use this to create documents to create more complex things. So that's how you would do that. Now, in the next episode, instead of creating and modifying documents from the development environment, instead, we'll actually create an extension that we can use in Google Docs. So we'll actually create an extension. So look forward to that for the next tutorial. Bye bye, hope you learned something, and if there's any issues, contact me, but everything else should be good. Thanks for tuning in.